Welcome back, fam. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Cash party, shout out to you, my G. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. A new week. Gold absolutely on the run. Crazy. Crazy continuation for gold here, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys can see, what a weekend it was, man. What a news. Everything. It probably will have a major impact on the market in the next coming weeks, if not months, ahead of us here. Uncle Jerome speaking yesterday, potentially pivoting. Man, things are looking bullish. Things are looking bullish for gold at this particular moment, geez. Absolutely. Let's see what we have here with us today, as always. Thank you for the support there. And most importantly, you came here in midsummer. At least for most of you guys, it's hot summer right now. You know, these guys chilling on the beach or, you know, going out or going outside, and you guys are still here. You guys are still here crushing it, putting in the work, trying to become a better version of yourself. So chapeau, my friend. Chapeau, my friend. Chapeau, chapeau, chapeau. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's see what we have with us today in the building. I see Dominic, my G. What's happening, my bro? Dominic. I see Mike. He says it's raining. Oh, that's unfortunate, my friend. Well, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. Regardless if it's raining, if it's sunny, if it's snowing, if it's a desert, we are here regardless. All right? We are here regardless. Trader Goat says I'm from Morocco. Morocco, nice. Probably hot there as well now. Murillo, my man, good to see you. Jolene says, very cool too. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? Let me know where you guys are currently from. Because it's, well, I live in Bali right now at the moment still for the last year or so. For me, the temperature never changes. It's always the same temperature. It's, you know, sometimes dry, sometimes it's wet. Usually it's the same temperature though. But again, as a European, I know how it is. I know how the summer months are in Europe. I know how it feels. At least when the sun is there, everyone goes outside. Finally, they're like, ah, yeah. That's the sun I was waiting for. All right. Great. Murillo, my man. Good to see you, my man. Gregor. Good to see you, Mohammed. Assad. Candle Slanger. Listen, thank you for the London session. Yeah, it was fun. We enjoyed it. It was a good session, man. It was a good session. Hope you learned something. Hope you're learning something on these sessions right here. We're really trying to step our game up, especially for everyone, of course. But also during London, of course. Yeah. I mean, London is nice. London is chill. There we go. Mariana says I'm from Denmark. 15 degrees. Okay, that's not that. It's not bad. I mean, it could have been worse. It's. I mean, you know what I mean. For European, you know, purposes. John says hot night in the Philippines. Oh, John, you live in the Philippines, my man. Okay, okay. There we go. There we go, John. Good for you, my friend. Do you trade news? Depends. Depends on what news it is. Depends on what news it is. Elena says 26 degrees in Germany, though. That's what I'm talking about. And Elena is here. Elena is behind her computer. I'm not assuming she's on her phone. I mean, on a terrace. I think she's on a PC. Good for you. Shout out to Elena. Okay. All right, guys. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you for indeed. London session was dope. London session was dope. I agree. I completely agree. But again, we're here now in New York. We're here to looking for gold, right? This is what we do on the live streams. We're trading gold here on a day-to-day basis, at least on the streams here. So if you're new, make sure to download the ebook and make sure that if you're new as well to subscribe. We're getting closer and closer towards the 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, man. It's been a long grind. It's been a 2-year grind. 2 years of putting in the work, showing what we have to offer, which is the Trading War map free for you right now. Download it right here. And we might be using it later on this session when this 4-hour candle closes and this next 4-hour bottom wick is developed and we look for a potential entry. Let me know if you guys are ready for some analysis here. Okay. It's pretty obvious what we're looking for now. But most importantly, we still have to cover it. Let's do it. Okay. So let's start out with the higher time frame. Obviously, like now the weekly bullish flip. Yesterday we're through incredible entries, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys are trading LTA concepts. If you don't, then hope yesterday went well for the people that traded LTA yesterday and they saw the trade on gold. Man, you should probably still be in the trade right now because it was the perfect entry. Okay. Weekly bullish, what can I say, right? We're heading towards the highs and the highs are sitting at 2450. That's the high, all right? The 2450 level, that's the monthly high. I think we're potentially heading towards that direction right now, all right? Daily, looking bullish, same thing as well here, opened, tapped in the wick, started to break the highs once again. We started to get pushed down and now we're breaking previous resistance. So we broke the previous highs already, okay? Previous daily highs in particular. Same for the 4-hour. 4-hour looks good. 4-hour is slowing down a little bit, but again, the 4-hour is closing also in around 40 minutes, and then the 1-hour, right, is pulling back right now at this particular moment. So yesterday was absolutely incredible. I show you all the key levels that we're looking for, but most importantly, when taking this to the hourly, you can see now that we're slowing down a little bit. Okay, we're slowing down a little bit at this particular moment. So the main thing for gold right now is still looking for a retracement, looking for a continuation. I'll tell you exactly why I'm looking for a continuation play. That is the following. Okay. Well, let's start off first with yesterday because I think this is important. This is kind of a lead up towards today's setup. Okay. And that was yesterday's open. All right. As you guys know, we had the opening price of the week here. And when you trade LTA, you always do this, right? You always highlight and mark out the Sunday open. Always the number one priority is putting the opening price the week. Why? Because you're gonna find trade setups from it potentially as well, and it's kind of your direction. Where did we open the week? Are we trading above the high, or are we trading below the opening price the week? Because we're trending upwards, the same thing that we use is the previous weekly data. All right, the full week of trading, and look at what you see here when price came into it during London yesterday. All right, we tapped into the previous weekly value area high. All right, you guys can see it right here, the previous weekly value high on the 30-minute. You guys see the entry model right here. Let me know. All right, the double wick confirmation, we have been talking about this one for a while here. It's on page 50. It's one of the most popular entry models to date. All right, most of the guys that trade LTA use this entry model. It's the entry model number one. It's your 3-candle formation for the reversal play, for the continuation plays, or whatever the case may be. You guys can see it right now, correct? It's that double wick confirmation followed by the third candle being the entry candle right here. And if you would have held that trade setup, if you would have held that trade yesterday, okay, this was London, all right, then it would have been a major setup, a major trade, entry at the break, stop loss below the wick, and the high is so far all the way up. I assume you take profits along the way. I assume you even take profits around the Sunday open here, or the highs at least. But with that bullish sentiment from everything that happened this weekend and all that stuff, plus, you know, the fact that we already started to rise in a significant uptrend, you know, that's a serious setup, man. That's a serious trade. That was London, okay? But what happened during New York yesterday? New York, same thing, all right? We pushed back. We broke above the opening price of the week. Then after that, we started to drop. We started to come down into the Sunday open. And the Sunday open did practically the same thing once again. You can see it, 2 wicks, the third candle break, and therefore you saw another potential setup happening at 24.17. you know, looking for that bullish continuation to target the previous highs. Once again, an entry model 1 as well here on the 50-minute or on the 30-minute. It didn't really matter. It was practically both. So 2 very clean entry models. Once again, targeting the highs right there. You know, you could even scale into your positions right there. So that, what happened here throughout Asia and London today, we just went up in one straight direction right now at the moment. Okay, so we're extremely bullish, and we have to take consideration that, of course, the monthly high now is what matters the most. This is potentially a level of, you know, resistance or something in that matter that we always have to make or mark out. It's at 2450, so that's going to be right there. That's going to be your monthly high. And then we zoom into the lower time frames again to see what we can do from that level. But that's your monthly high right there. Okay. Then, based upon that, we zoom back in. We go to the 50-minute time frame. What I'm personally interested in right now is the last, and this is important, it's the last low that caused this expansion. All right. The last low that caused this expansion, which was practically the low that you could find right here. It's practically the daily low. All right. The daily low is in essence what we're looking at. So this is the daily low, right? It's sitting at 2420, and now the daily high is sitting at 2443. Utilize this, and you're gonna get more information. And one of that information is the following. It's the value area high right here, okay, from the swing lower time frame. This is a potential level that we could, you know, potentially drive into and continue to drive further towards the monthly high. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for entry models around the 2436. You start looking for potential continuation plays right here. And I think this also would align very well with what we currently are building up. And that is, you know, this trend, this overall trend that we have been seeing right now from this moment. Okay, somewhat of a reaction play when heading in towards the lows, finding our support here, and also not that support from the swing value high, but also of course directly correlated to the previous high as well. All right, the previous local high from yesterday's daily high. Okay, it's that pullback into the yesterday's daily high. I think this would give us the highest, you know, probability for looking for continuation plays in terms of best risk to reward, you know, better confirmation plays, highest risk to reward setup. All right, especially because we are already trending up so much. You know, that makes, for me personally, the most sense here. All right. Another one is, of course, the local resistance that we are now facing at 2443, right? Let's say you start closing above it. All right. I'm tempted to look at an internal structure and see how we can move from there with the profile as well, in case we break above it here. But the ideal case scenario would be we pull back, you know, New York Stock Exchange opens up or whatever the case would be, and we start driving further towards the 2451. And if gold just starts to go, and it starts to go, then at the monthly high, we have to pay very, very, very close attention right here. All right. What is the bearish sentiment or the bearish scenario? Well, in order to become bearish, we need to start breaking serious lows, fam. And I don't think that we have to worry about it so far yet. All right. If we start to roll over and we start to come down here, then, you know, there are tons of potential scenarios and levels where we could still hold support. And if you don't, yeah, then we need to get invalidated by really start aggressively pushing down with a lot of volume before potentially moving and looking for short continuation plays again. But I don't think we're there yet. I think we're way too bullish for now at this particular moment. And I think that, you know, gold is just holding up very strong. All right, guys. So yeah, so far gold is pushing up. Let's see how we close around it here. And this is also the 4-hour candle closure that's coming along right now, as well as the 30-minute. So let's just see how we go from this level, and if there is a chance of a little bit of a slowdown before looking for that continuation play. But overall, gold is extremely bullish, extremely bullish. So as we have news in 3 minutes. I think you're talking about the Canadian dollar. Is that correct? The Canadian dollar CPI. Is that something that we're looking at? Yeah, the retail sales is one layer. Okay. Canadian dollar CPI is one. All right. Pay attention to that. We'll see what the news does and how it affects the rest of the market as well as gold too. But yeah, we're going to wait for the news to do its thing. And then if price shoots up aggressively, we, you know, readjust our overall analysis for new potential plays and setup right there. All right. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, dollar is still slowing down. All right, dollar is still weak. 10-year yield is still weak. So both the dollar and the yield are slowing down tremendously at this particular moment. Still, all right, we were trying to look into potential dollar being weak. Now we're finally seeing the breakthrough. We were waiting for London to anticipate the dollar coming down already. But it was just holding support. It was consolidating. Now during New York, we're finally seeing the move. Okay. Yeah, well, let's wait for the news. Let's wait for the news, see how it goes from there. Amiro says, Lorenzo, in a few weeks, I'm 6 months in Thailand, rented a place, and I'm gonna trade with a friend. Come over. You know that I've never been in Thailand before? I've never been in Thailand before. Never. Never, ever, ever been in Thailand before. That's actually crazy. Yeah. It's actually not that far away. What's your plan for news? No trade. No trade during news. Wait for price to play out here. Yeah. Okay. How far are we away? We are 1 minute away. There we go. 1 minute away, geez. Let's see what kind of effect this will have. CPI, by the way, I want to see the CPI as well. Canadian dollar. It's gonna sell before targeting new highs. I hope so. I hope so. That's the play I want to look for. If price continues to drive up aggressively, then yeah, we have to reevaluate at the monthly highs once again. All right, that's kind of the way to do it. Yeah, there we go. That was one layer I was looking for. That was one layer right into our level. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. There we go. There we go. Okay, CPI Canadian dollar minus 0.1%. Okay, good to know that. Dollar pushing up. The maniacs, man. The news always playing around. Always playing around. There we go. Let's see how serious this move is. Let's reevaluate. Well, at least that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted the price to get to practically this level right now. So let price just do its thing. News. Swing very high. Pretty big, right? Pretty decent. Pretty decent move here. Especially for the retail sales. Gold just doesn't care. Yeah, look at that touch. Look at that touch. So I always think, oh, why not taking a limit order there? I mean, you never know, man. It's just like, you never ever know. With news, you never know. You never know. You never know. Even though, yeah, if price would have come down, that level is nuts. That level is nuts. But, yeah, let's see how price comes down. I hope it will come down one more time. Instead of flip bullish. I like the fact that there's the top picker. I do like the fact that he tapped into the previous highs as well. So that had something to do with, of course, that correlation between, you know, flipping this, turning it into support as well. Looking very good though. Still looking very good. Looking very good. Yeah, all the dollar pairs were practically moving up. So GU, EU, particularly, they were moving up before the news. And then news came out and boom. Massive reversal. Massive flip. The magic touch. Yes, sir. The magic touch. Jack Lambert says, Lorenzo, check LTA forum. News slipped my stop loss. Yeah, show me, G. Show me what you have. What's the damage? What's the damage? Ah, you were recording it. You were recording it, or what? Okay, okay. Almost there. Bam! Wow. Damn, G. Yeah, that's news in a nutshell, my friend. Welcome, welcome to the reality of the New York sessions. Damn. Damn. Yeah. Okay, we're pushing down. We're pushing down. Dollar pushing up very strong, fam. Look at the dollar. That's your push right there. British pound is holding up very strong, by the way, for the people that know that. Euro as well. But man, the yen is getting wrecked. 10-year yield is pushing up again. So yeah, let's see how we go from here. First touch is good. Second touch is okay. Otherwise, where can I find the video about the LTA concepts? You can find it in our LTA forum, my friend. If you are in our VIP, you can get it by accessing all the video series right here. The complete video series is right there. Okay, G? It takes you around 7 hours to go through it. And that's the foundation. Right? That's a start. That's where you can get started right now. Our VIP is currently still closed. We will open up once again. We have been closed for around 6 weeks. I think we're going to open up next Tuesday. Okay? Next Tuesday. So yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been closed for a long time. We need more people, new people in our trading floor. All right, our trading floor is packed every single day. We need new people in our trading floor. For London sessions, for New York sessions, whatever you trade, we need new guys. Damn, we need new guys in our trading floor. Have gone through the book, very informative, strategy right on the point. That's a good start, my friend. That's a very good start. That's a good foundation. Okay, gold is still pushing further. Dollar is going absolutely bananas, as you can see here. So, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy with gold for now. We're still holding up. We still have another level at 24.27. This is not gonna mean, I truly believe this is not gonna mean that it's only gonna be bearish for today. I don't really see that yet. Not yet. Maybe later, but not yet. We'll see. Okay. Still have definitely a couple levels in between here. But this move is big. It's more than big. It's huge. Damn, that's a big move for a news event, especially the retail sales. Do you recommend invest soft? I do. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. Lorenzo, are you planning to implement the footprint charts to LTA? This is definitely something that we could do later on. We're not there yet. I think the step-by-step plan will come along. So we're now working mainly with the correlations. A lot more correlations. Okay? A lot more correlations. Currency correlations is going to help you tremendously with, with everything. Like, I'm very confident that this will help you with practically everything you're looking for. Okay. Yeah, because at some point a lot of guys were trading these entry models and they were like really, they were really doing well, but I could see that there was room for improvement. And improvement came from the understanding what we call cherry picking. Okay, we want to find, especially with currencies, the strongest against the weakest. We want to understand a way, we want to develop a system which can easily recognize strong pairs against weak pairs and the other way around here. So yeah, man, when you combine this with LTA, entry models, you name it, it's gonna give you a massive advantage. You're gonna not just, win more, but you're gonna also avoid much more losses, if that makes sense, as well. So yeah. Yeah, dollar is still strong, still holding up, still holding up. So gold is holding up as well. Yeah, that push from the dollar was so aggressive that, you know, it might be better to wait for price to just, you know, chill out a little bit, close down, and then move forward. With the correlation, do we have a small time window where we can see potential directions of the currency we are trading? Yes, exactly. That's what it is. You understand throughout the day what is happening, but also on a bigger scale, you understand what the big players want to do, right? You're going to avoid a lot more trades just because, you know, it doesn't make any sense. For example, Australian dollar has been extremely weak, right? Euro has been extremely strong. And then guys want to trade the Australian dollar against the US dollar. And I was like, okay, you can, but why not trading Euro USD then? If the Euro is outperforming the Australian dollar significantly, right? Focus on then the Euro against the US dollar and not the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Right? These little tricks can help and make such a massive difference in your trading. We call this cherry picking. If you had the choice, you would pick the best. When you go into the supermarket and you want to buy your beautiful green avocado, you not just randomly pick an avocado and just put it in your basket. No, what you do is you grab the avocado, you squeeze it like the other 50 people in front of you did beforehand. You squeeze the avocado as hard as you can to test it, to see if it's edible or not. And if it's not edible, you put it back and you grab the soft one. That's the avocado play in a nutshell, right? That's what you need to do with pears. Why choosing a hard avocado when you can just get the soft one? The avocado play. That's it. Admiral says I prefer hard melons. Fair enough. Fair enough. Where is your trade? In the horizon, somewhere. Somewhere in the air. Yeah, so 50 minutes for the 4-hour closure. That's one layer. We smashed through our initial level. We had a really aggressive response from it initially, as you guys can see here. We did reject it. After that, came down, broke below it. Yeah, we might be consolidating a little bit for now, especially after that big news play. The dollar is still very aggressive, very strong. So if we reclaim, let's say, the swing very high and we start holding above it, I do believe that there is a chance of a recovery here, a recovery play that we could utilize. That's definitely something that I'm interested in. I do like this top range. I do like this high as well. I like how we're holding above this lower time frame level, fixed POC level as well here. So, you know, I just think that gold might hold support when the dollar starts to slow down. Gold gets back to work, back to where it came from. And if that's not the case, then gold is going to break the lows and we might, you know, trade it until the swing POC, which is the 24.27. But for now, no, I don't think gold is there yet. Very strong, very bullish. We're holding above. We have not broken any major lows. So yeah, man, we're still holding up. We're still holding up. Is there a chance of one more sell? A push breakdown? There definitely is. I mean, that's why I need to give gold more time, especially because the 4-hour candle closes now and then. You're gonna see this new candle develop. Then, you know, you can kind of lead into a direction here. Okay? It is very close to it though. Around 12 minutes from it. Yeah, if there is one thing weak, it's the yen right now. All right, for people that are trading here, Forex market, the yen and the dollar is still absolutely going to the moon. So this is a massive 30-minute candle. Very significant, very significant. Look at that push. We can also just remove it and just wait for price to tap into these this high, the 104. I don't think gold is interested in pushing back further down. What do you guys think? I don't see it happening. Maybe one more push, one more final squeeze. Let's see. Mohammed says, brother, somehow landed on your stream. Do you trade daily on YouTube? I made 60k last year, lost it all this year. In fact, I'm 40k down. My edge is not working from this year. Can't find a new edge. I wonder what your edge is, number one. Or at least your strategy. If it's a strategy or if it's, if it's more, related to you. Also curious to see, if you lose like 60 grand, what your portfolio is like. But yeah, we trade daily here on YouTube indeed. We're trading gold for now. At some point I might switch it up. I might gonna switch it up a bit. So, look at some other pairs that make more sense as well at certain moments in time. But yeah, in essence, the idea is to start trading for sure. And continue the process. And G, you got to increase the like target to at least 500. Nah, this is good. We're good. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. So the thing about shorting gold, right? It's the following. It's usually so for example, when price is so bullish, it has been so bullish throughout, practically the whole day. Yesterday as well here. I took clean entry models from yesterday's scene, one London and one during the New York Stock Exchange open. Price shoots up, comes down, comes up. When price starts to reverse, it really need to show that we are you know, looking for potential reversals here, you know, finding the trends here, looking for shorts in the very short term. Still kind of a risky play, especially because this is all news related. All right. So if price continues to drive down, then let's even see what the New York Stock Exchange has to say about all of this, right? If the news comes out and the New York Stock Exchange opens up based upon that news, based upon that information, then, you know, we probably will see the real move of the day, if not maybe even the week. So what is the next level? The 2427. 2427. What do you want to see? You want to see, if you want to look for bullying, let's say bullish trade setups, right? So we want to look for continuation plays, let's say. Then what you're going to see is this. You know, you're going to see this candle right now, you know, with a lot of volume, right? You know, a huge engulfing red candle right here. The next one a little bit smaller. The next one a little bit smaller, right? Then your entry model confirmation. Then you can start thinking about potential reversal plays right here. Okay, that's kind of the idea between, you know, what we have been looking for in that manner for for gold. You need to see that slowdown, that steady slowdown of volume decreasing, you know, potentially showing us a move. And then it's all about the alignment, right? Is the dollar still pushing further, or is it just going to be a push until the New York Stock Exchange opens up, followed by whatever, a reversal or something later on? We'll see. British pound is tanking. Yeah, if the dollar is pushing, then it's going to have an impact on the other currencies. It's going to crush the Australian dollar, the British pound. You name it. Practically all these other currencies will get destroyed. All right, the European currencies especially when the dollar makes a move like that. Yeah. One thing I'll be looking at today, we had a kind of a winning trade today as well here during London session. It was a Euro Japanese yen trade. I am still looking into Euro Japanese yen longs still for now. So I'm still interested in looking for Euro Japanese yen long setups as well here, besides what we're looking for gold. Why? Because the yen not that strong for now. It's pushing back down. The euro is holding up very, very, very well. So if the dollar starts to slow down, I think you're going to see the euro claiming back its territory. But yeah, that's why. So yeah, we took a trade during the London with the crew. He's still in. Euro yen. You're still in the trade, G. He is still in the trade. Euro yen, we're now at the entry from the last trade. Yes, we are, but we need a bit more confirmation now. Yeah, but definitely interested in it if we get what we want here. And Dominic says he's like the gladiator. Yeah, so this guy, he was... So, we have a guy in our community, his name is Road to 200k. At least that's his... I assume that's his real name. This guy is training for 20 hours a day. So, it's just... He's live streaming 20 hours a day. And it's unbelievable. All right. I like this. Why? Because the dollar is slowing down. Dollar is slowing down. Lorenzo, why not try limit orders? Yeah, so I'm not done yet with the testing. I'm not done yet with the testing. It's showing on stream constantly that these levels are getting hit and then we react from it. That's for sure. But it will be a bit too random still. Too random. For how much money in your capital with a good strategy can you be profitable? For how much money with a good strategy can you be profitable? I don't know your question. I don't understand what you mean. How much money with a good strategy can you be profitable? For how much money? Yeah, who knows? Maybe at some point we will be trading with limit orders instead of only with news. Who knows? How much do you need with a good strategy to be profitable? Not that much as you think. If that's your question, my friend, not that much as you think. Because I don't really believe in you know, needing a lot of money. I really don't buy that. I think that it all comes down to your understanding of the market. So if you are able to just, you know, be consistent, follow the same processes over time, learn to enjoy the process, then in many cases money will follow, because, you know, there are prop firms for a reason, right? There are, you know, small accounts for a reason to start with, to begin with. I don't think it is as relevant as people might think in order to move forward here. Okay? So the idea is like, how can I make as much money as possible? Struggling, man. Just grinding your ass off, and not particularly for the money, but, you know, to understand the process of trading. And it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take some time. And then, you know, at some point you're gonna get there. And, you know, you will be happy that you went through that, through the grind, all the knowledge that you've gained over the years. And then at some point, once you can prove yourself that you're profitable, there are guys that are actually willing to give you money. That's it. So you don't even have to trade your own money if you don't want to. It's not a must. It's not a must. You can, not a must. What tends to happen a lot is that, you know, we all get caught up in that fairy tale story, including myself. You know, I lost a lot of money too. I was caught up in that fairy tale story about money, and I was just focusing, obsessed with money, and I was not obsessed enough with trading that came with the money, right? All the risk, all the energy in towards building that skill set. I was too obsessed focusing on making money, and I became also way too emotional in the trading. Same thing. So it's time to get rid of that and just boom, focus on the executions on a day-to-day basis, my friend. And you know, learn to enjoy the process, like this guy. Like this guy, right? He's too much sometimes. He can't stop. He's that G. Okay? I'm not saying that you have to do that. Find a balance for yourself and things will pay off in the long term. Yeah, still breaking, still holding back. Can you simplify the point of control? The point of control, yes. Just think about this. If you see a level, okay? If you have a range, or you have a zone, or you have a specific time period, what we're trying to figure out is simply where at that moment has the most volume been traded. So where in this whole week were the most orders executed? What is the reason? Where is it? If you take the previous week, you can directly know, okay, the most orders were executed at 2372. 2372. So when price at some point gets back there, I'm not saying it will, right? But this is just an example. When price at some point gets back there, you might assume, or you can assume, of course, you want to wait for a somewhat of a reaction from it, but you could assume that there might still be interest around that level. And it's all about interest. It's all about where do I find levels of interest? High interest for high players, right? The big boys. The only thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to fulfill their demand or supply, right? We're trying to fill the demand of the big players. That's all we're trying to do as retail, small retail traders right here, okay? So we had also the previous week very high. That's one of these key levels, high levels of interest. And that's why yesterday it created the weekly low. It created the current weekly low. And we moved up around 400 pips from it. Look at my super chat. I cannot see your super chat for some reason, my friend. Anyways, thank you, my G. Thank you. All right, most important thing is dollar is slowing down here. All right, so the dollar is pushing back in that range. It is slowing down, as you guys can see. So at this particular moment, this might be short-term recovery for gold here. But I don't think we're there yet. I think we have to come manipulate one more time. So 24.27 is one layer. We're holding up very well right now at the moment though, for gold. So I might look for potential reaction anytime soon here at around 24.33. So any higher low internally is potentially a level. We might be holding here for now. Hopefully that's everything that's behind us here. The news behind us, and we can just focus on the charts without anything to worry about in regards to news. Okay, for the New York Stock Exchange Open, yeah, this is still coming. This is still on the way. So says, how are you? I want to ask you a question. When you find any trade, you should show us on screen that this trade has been made. Yeah, I think you're new, my friend. If so, welcome to the streams. Welcome to the streams. Yeah, so what I'm interested in is just looking to see if we can hold these buys. That's all I'm looking for. So if gold is able to hold up, or if we need to create one more low before moving further. But based upon this reaction here, if we start closing above on this 50-minute time frame, yeah, there might be a continuation play possible still. All right, this is a typical gold play that it consolidates here, it smashes down, it starts to consolidate, and it breaks the highs. We have seen it so many times now. Yeah, any pullback, any potential higher low internally here, I think I'm going to look for a long strike there, fam. One more push down, and then a potential, kind of like a W formation. So if you just scratch it, all right. Just mark out on the open here, but just kind of looking for that W formation here from this initial range. So we're holding up in this range, we're pushing back, kind of looking for that initial reaction. I think we're holding up very, very nicely around this level. And then looking for, a potential pullback before looking for continuation plays. There will be no pullback. It's gonna go to 24.84. Okay, then you should go long right now. Right now, G. I'm in. Awesome. Congrats. What do you want to see? Want to see rejection from the dollar? That's definitely something I'm interested in. I want to see that rejection from the dollar here. I want to see potentially even flip. That's going to be very good for gold here. I'm already impressed how strong gold is actually holding up here. So these are all signs that I'm interested in. I like to see this overall rejection here, reaction overall from this level. All I like to see here. I like how we tapped into the zone. Now I like what we're seeing here. So if we pull back and we create a higher low internally, I might look for longs and then put my stop loss below the lowest, starting the highs. To what level, you might ask? 2433-ish, roughly 2433. Carlos says we talked about the correlations today and we went to straight in dollar, Canadian dollar. It's nice to see that the analysis during London came through, Lorenzo. Amazing EM4. Beautiful, my friend. Oh, it actually came out. It actually came out? Really? That's beautiful, my friend. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, we did talk about the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's check it out real quick. Just quickly, while we're waiting for gold here. Just wanted to see it real quick. If that's actually the case here. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. There we go. Damn! Yes, my friend. Indeed, we did. GG, my friend. GG. That's exactly what we were waiting for, yeah. We were talking about enter model 1 here. We said, no, Australian dollar is weak. It's not going to happen. Australian dollar is weak. And there we go. Smashed through indeed that zone here. So, GG, my friend. Well done. Well done. So you took it. I assume you took it. Okay. That's great. Beautiful, my friend. Well done. Well done. Well done. Should we look on the current weekly for sell? It's or due to the bullish over gold. This is a no-go. Which one? You're talking about gold? Yeah, so I'm looking for buys now only. Still looking for buys. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm still want to potentially, look for that potential move towards the upside too. We just have the New York Stock Exchange open up very, very soon. I think this will be the biggest move. I like the fact that New York was pushing price further down, and then we're holding that support here. I also like the dollar kind of in that being in that resistance right now. So yeah, we'll see how the dollar goes. It's still holding up very well, but I just want to see price coming down, right? A little bit more, see how we respond there. If we manage to bounce from, let's say, the 24.32, then I think we're kind of good there, right? So Mohammed said, super chat, by the way, thank you, G. My edge was based on ranges, at least an RR of 1 to 3. Worked awesome from 22 to 23. 2022 to 23. Sell at previous high, buy at previous lows. But the rally or gold from the 1800 level till now has shattered it all. That's what happens, man. That's what happens in trading a lot, right? You see that, especially gold. Especially gold. I don't believe that a single strategy works all the time for gold. I think you have different sentiments, and the adaptive capabilities are what matters here. So if you are able to adapt, then that's where you will find the most success with gold. Something to adapt, similar to what you trade usually, but just make these adjustments whenever needed. And because something worked once or it worked for a year, that doesn't mean it's going to work forever. And that's a very hard thing to do in trading. It's a very hard thing to do. It's, I think, what all traders, including myself, including the professionals as well, struggling with on a day-to-day basis still, is the adjustments of the market and their adaptive behavior. So yeah, man, let it be a great lesson. But overall, yeah, I completely get it. I completely get it. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but it's something that definitely, requires a lot of time. And then you made a lot of money with the strategy and you're like, man, this is easy. I can do this. And then, especially with gold, it changes around. That's also a reason why Forex is so interesting, because you can always find stronger and weaker pairs. There's always that contrast. So it's easier to look at strong and weak currencies and use that and focus on that and just change the pair or change the instrument. And with gold, you have to change the sub-strategy. So not your strategy overall, but also your psychology all the time. Why do so many of other trading influencers say to only trade one pair? I don't think they understand the correlations, to be honest. I don't think they utilize the correlations very well. So for them, they don't need more than one chart, and one chart only to make their trading decisions. And I believe that, with a better overview, a bigger perspective of the market, more charts, potentially, you will find out better information. And you will avoid a lot of losses, a lot more losses than you would have if you would just take and focus on that one pair. Like you can say, I'm only going to focus on the Australian dollar against the US dollar. But let's say you want to look for longs on the Australian dollar, US dollar, right? And you go to the euro against the Australian dollar. And you see this. And you see this. Right? This is the euro against the Australian dollar. All right? And you are focusing on the Australian dollar against the US dollar. And you're looking to long Australian dollar against the US dollar because the dollar, is potentially weak in your opinion, and you're looking for opportunities. Then you see the euro against the Australian dollar doing this. If you see this, is it not better to then just forget about the Australian dollar against the US dollar? Right? Like this. Is it not better to just focus down on something like the euro against the US dollar? Like, look at the difference, right, between these pairs right here. That's the idea. So with Forex, you can cherry pick. And you can focus on the stronger pairs. You can, remove the biggest ones. So when you have a long on the Australian dollar, you would have made, let's say, $2,000 on that long. Whereas if you took that exact same trade at the exact same moment on the Euro USD, because you understood that the Euro is stronger than the Australian dollar at that moment, right, the big boys are driving up the demand for the Euro. then you would have made $7,000 on the Euro USD instead of the $2,000 on the Australian dollar against US dollar, right? So that's kind of the idea. Same thing with losing money as well. There are many cases where you can preserve, you know, setups that you would have usually taken if you just focus on that one chart only. So I, for currencies, don't believe on just one pair, that's it, one currency pair, that's it. Because, you know, these currencies are constantly outperforming each other. So you need to be adaptive. Yeah, it's all about working with your belief system, fam. You know, the belief system of what people are telling you. Even to me, like if I tell you something, just don't take it just for granted. Like come, you know, test it out and potentially be open-minded and say to yourself, you know what? He might be right, he might be wrong, but I'm still gonna try it out. I'm still gonna test it for myself. I'm still gonna see if he's right or if he's not right. I'm not just automatically gonna assume it. And it doesn't count for me, that should count for any other guy that you follow in this industry, and conclude it based upon, you know, your testing. If somebody says that, hey, you know, this is better, trading one pair is better, try to trade one pair, see how it goes. All right? If another guy says, no, you should focus on this and that, try that, see how it goes. All right? Implement it and utilize it as like just one big experiment. One big experiment. Sounds like a plan, G's? That's my suggestion to you. All right. Other guys say, you know what? You should just keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. And then other guys say, no, you shouldn't keep it as simple as possible because you're going to miss out on valuable information. You know, it's up to you to decide what fits your style the best. What fits your style the best. Okay? All right, 5 minutes for the New York Stock Exchange open up. This 30-minute candle has been holding up very, very nicely. This next 5-minute candle here, we're kind of seeing a small recovery. We do not have any follow through yet. This might still come. Races, finally you're opening the LTA VIP group. I was waiting for this moment, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man, 6 weeks, 7 weeks of being closed. If not longer, almost. Yeah, 7 weeks, 7 weeks. Yeah, it's time to open up and get more guys into our trading floor right now. That's what we're looking for. So yeah. So you only trade during London and not during New York? No, of course we trade during New York as well. But the thing with New York is we focus on gold and gold only. Whereas in London, we look at the bigger picture. We look at the overall markets. So, you know, if there's no trade for gold, there's no trade for gold. Very simple. If there's something that doesn't align with my strategy, and I don't see an entry that, you know, which intrigues me, then why should I force it? Right? So sometimes You know, I have 2 trades, 3 trades in a stream sometimes. I have no trade for 1 or 2 streams in a row. It all depends. It all depends. Yeah, so if you look at gold right now overall here, we still have major resistance, by the way. We're still holding up below these levels here. We have this zone, we have this zone, we have this zone, we have this zone. We're still below it. If you break above like the 24.37 here, you kind of have a very nice confirmation from that zone, especially if the 30-minute does. If the 30-minute does that, that would be awesome. ZK says trading full time or have a backup. Trading full time. Yeah, man, we have been streaming in London for 4 hours. We're now here at New York. So, whereas some guys play video games, we trade. Does it's a buy? Yeah. So any retracement, any pullback in towards that zone, creating, like we said before, like somewhat of a W formation, then coming up will be the best way of showing me that we're actually ready to come down here, instead of looking to short it now or long it now. Sorry. And then look for that retracement potentially. Even though we're starting to look very good, you know, we're still operating below that resistance here. So. Still want to be cautious around this zone. Carlos says trading is the most boring and awesome video game I have played. The competitiveness is real and only the real G's win. In the long term, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Does gold and the Nasdaq move in the same direction? Not all the time. Not all the time. It always changes. Yeah, it always changes. It always changes. It's actually very similar to the last stream as well. All right, news came out, price aggressively pushing back down here and immediately recovering from it. Okay, so the only difference that we might be seeing here is a potential short-term pullback. But if it just goes, it goes. That's just exactly what happened in the last session as well when we traded New York. Is the news came out, aggressively pushed price down, and we recovered and acted like nothing happened before. Now, of course, I'm not going to base this just purely on what happened the previous time from one example, but it's definitely something that we have seen last time as well. Are you playing the PS5? No. No. The only thing I play sometimes is FIFA, that's it. Very occasionally. I think the last time was a couple months ago. FIFA was almost like a religion in my city, in Rotterdam, in the Netherlands. If you couldn't play, you were not, you couldn't hang out with the boys. That was the reality at the time. You were not allowed to hang out with the boys if you couldn't play some FIFA. If you thought that trading was bad, well, trust me. You've never played FIFA before. Are you still waiting for the W formation? Yeah, something like pullback here. This reaction is great. This rejection, of course, might happen now as well here. So yeah, potentially something in that manner. I'll not be surprised if you would see something like that. Let's say you come back towards the internal structure right here and you create a reaction from this zone. By the way, look at just in general how we're setting up here. We are looking like we potentially could reject here, as you guys can see now. But the overall sentiment is still extremely bullish. So that's why it's more like looking into somewhat of a play like that, where we could create an internal high and low, hold support, drive price up on the lower time frame, put our stop loss below. So, one more time down before targeting the highs at 24.45, let's say. So the only way I would not take the trade if price just continues to drive up without coming down at all. And it just goes up and that's it. Then it is what it is. If it comes down and it creates like some support here, then yeah, I think we got something. Christian says, yesterday I got $22 from my IB account. I made $1,700 from $22 in one day from Bitcoin against gold by using your LTA concepts. Thank you, Lorenzo. So you turned $22 into $1,700 in one day trading Bitcoin against gold using LTA concepts. I wonder how you did that. I would love to see the chart. I actually never looked at the Bitcoin against the gold chart, by the way. I actually never did. Is this a custom? Is this a custom basket? I think it's custom. The Coinbase plus. Sorry, Coinbase against gold. I don't know, I actually never looked at it this way. But congratulations, my friend. Well done. Well done. Is there a chance it still can come down? Yes, I think there is a big chance we could, you know, we might still drop here. Like this rejection play is definitely serious stuff. Yeah, so there is definitely a potential chance that you might be looking for, you know, somewhat of a reversal play one more time towards the lows. I would not be surprised if that's the case here. If you're thinking about shorting it, all right, then, you know, your short should be around that breaking point, okay? When you flip this 30-minute candle, you know, you're gonna see something like a push further to the downside. If that's the case, then you're gonna target the lows again, all right? But so far we're holding up very strong once again. Very strong. It seems like we're going to experience the same thing as in our last stream. Where news comes down, we form a low and we immediately reverse bullish. Without retracing. Gavin says that he trades live for 2 years. It has been 2 years already. I can't believe it still, man. 2 years now. 2 years and 2 weeks. It's insane. 400 trades. Yeah, it's insane. But the thing is with us, and the way we trade on the stream and the way we are here together every day trying to analyze the market, see if there's a trade or not. It's just when you're in that flow and you're in that system and you're in that day in, day out grinding, like time just flies away like it never existed. It never existed. It's insane. Ravis has been here since 7K subs. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, if we take the high, to be honest, fam, I do believe that we have seen the move without any significant retracement. Anyways, I think there was an entry model 1 on 24.31 from the range of May. All right, we'll check it out. Check it out. Check it out. EM1 on 24.31 on the range of May. You're talking about the monthly range? Let me know. Let me know. Lorenz, thank you for the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar trade. I also took it. That's beautiful, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, we took the euro yen. It's good that the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar played out for you, my friend. We talked about it indeed. We talked about it. It's always good to see these analysis coming to fruition, correct? It's always great. I think he's still in it. No, he's still in the euro yen. I quickly want to check out the Nasdaq as well in the meantime, so we're not stuck with gold in case. Dollar indeed getting rejected here. We're waiting for that moment. Rejection in the resistance. Yeah, so Nasdaq is just holding up above the opening price. This is Tuesday. We might see an expansion today. I would not be surprised if later on the Nasdaq starts to run. Yeah, Nasdaq looking good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna keep the stream very short today. I'm not gonna hold you up. If I don't see any trade for myself here, no confirmation based on what I see, then I don't feel the need to keep you guys running for no reason. Okay, so I keep it very short today. Less than 2 hours, 1 hour and like 40 minutes. All right. If I don't see a good recovery in my entry model that fits my style here, then we don't take it. Simple. Okay. This is a potential entry model 3 play. You could look for the continuation here, but your stop's going to be bigger. Nothing that really interests me right now at the moment. Okay. So unless you were entering from, potential buys from the lows here, right as when the news came out, that would have been a buy. But for me personally, same thing as last stream as well. This doesn't fit my personal plan, my personal strategy. I hope you can respect that. In the next streams, we might have 2 or 3 trades in a row. We have seen that before as well. So it all depends. I'm not going to sit here and force trades for you guys because I will be ending up losing money regardless. If that will be my mindset. I need a trade, I need a trade, I need a trade. It's not going to work out for me. Okay? So I'm going to be back tomorrow once again. Hopefully we're looking nicer for gold here specifically. We could also alternative find some other pairs as a second opinion, because in the end, I don't really think if you guys are interested in making money or just trading gold or actually coming to make money as well here. So sometimes we might be looking at some other pairs as well. If you guys want to know what we're doing here, then this is what we're doing. We have, the complete overview of everything happening right here. Don't get scared away, but it's actually looks like this. We are super focused also on our other pairs, potentially Forex as well, in case gold doesn't give us what we want. All right, just so you know, this is gonna happen as well sometimes. So cool, fam. All right, see you guys tomorrow. I'll keep it very short. It's better to keep it like this. Don't see something that fits our style, done. Come back tomorrow. Come back strong again. All right, no need to hold you up for no reason. All right, cheers, fam. Take care. Love to see you tomorrow once again. All right. See you around. Keep it up. Ciao.